You know this has got to collapse, right? Hello and welcome back to the weekly crypto review. So let's just get straight into it because everything's in the charts and in the numbers. First off, we'll look at Bitcoin. We are up for the week. We're up almost 15.5%. Fantastic. Up well above 18,000, on our way to 19,000. Fantastic. We'll talk about that in a minute. What else we got? Ethereum is up 8.25. Yeah, $500. That's not bad at all. Tether's Tether, XRP, Chainlink is up almost 10.5% over the last 7 days. Fantastic. Weirdly, XRP is up almost 21%. Okay. Litecoin up 25, almost 26%. Lots of things going on here. Let's see. Cardano's up 2.5% over the last week. So we're seeing some activity. This is good. Most everything is in the green as far as what it's been doing over the last week. Some of them, Aave, up 22.72%. Some of them are just outrageous. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick. As you can see, and this is a weekly chart. First of all, let me get all of this out and done with at the beginning. This is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. This is not any kind of advice whatsoever. I am not your investment advisor. I'm simply a guy who's looking at charts telling you, here's what I see. So, first thing I see, we're up almost $19,000. Okay, and the yellow line there is really should be at 19,000. Okay, that is where Bitcoin's weekly close was at the top of the market at 2017. The green line is the top of the wick, the top of the shadow at the bull run of 2017. This is how close we are to coming into all-time highs with Bitcoin. Okay, this is going to attract a lot of attention. And this is why we're going up as high and as fast as we are. People want to see this get up over 20,000. The question is now not if Bitcoin will fall, but when and from what height. Okay. I would love to see, and I won't be surprised if we see at least a daily close, not necessarily a weekly close, but certainly a daily close up above or at this all-time high. I absolutely can see that happening. Followed almost immediately by a drop of 30, 40, 50%. Because this is what markets do. Anyone who thinks that this is going to continue going up and up and up and up and up, and we're going to go from here straight into 100,000 or higher Bitcoin, doesn't know anything about markets. We're going way too sharp, way too fast. This is parabolic. It can't last. Now, my bubble pop indicators, the red line here and the green line down here, not showing a bubble. And that's fine. I don't expect a bubble. We're not actually in a bubble at this point. But the thing you have to remember about markets is that they run on emotion. They run on the emotion of the people who have invested. Okay? So, you're starting to see on your favorite cable news channel how they're talking about Bitcoin coming up to $20,000. It's almost at an all-time high, almost back at its all-time high of 2017. And you're going to see a lot and hear a lot about that over the next few weeks. This is going to drive the price up because people are going to want to get in. Now, I fully expect that either at 19,000 or at around 20,000, the all-time highs, the two places where we're at the all-time highs, I fully expect that what's going to happen is that those who are trading Bitcoin will pull money out. This is going to be a fantastic opportunity to short the market because as soon as it starts to drop, as soon as the price starts to drop, the people who just bought in at these all-time highs are going to panic and they're going to sell, which is going to cause the price to drop down again and again and again and again. And so I fully expect, because right now, let's take a look and see what we got here. If we start down here, and this is just a measurement, okay? So we're starting down here at, let's see, this is the candle on the 5th of October. This is a weekly chart, and we go up to where we're at now, which is right here. We're at 76.81%. We have had a gain of nearly 100% over the last month and a half. Yeah, month and a half. That is crazy. That doesn't happen. So, yes, as soon as we get to one of these psychological lines, either at the top of the candle in 2017 at the bull run, end of bull run, or at the top of the wick, the shadow, one of these two lines, we're going to see Bitcoin stop, stall, and fall. Now, this is an opportunity for those who want to take a little bit of risk and move your Bitcoin into a stable coin, because if we drop, let's see here, if we drop down, let's take a look here. Let's assume we go up here. We'll take it right in the middle, okay? So 19.5. If we drop 50%, all right, so 40%, 40% is going to be 11,000. Is that right? Yeah, 11,500, 11,600. Full 50%, which I don't really expect, but 50% would take us down to 9,000, 9,600, 9,650. Okay, that's a little steep. I don't think we're going to go that far, but certainly a 40% fall, 44% fall, I can see that. 10,900. Now, that's a Tuesday in crypto. 44% would take us from 19.5 down to just under 11,000. That would almost, well, at a 50% drop, that would nearly, if you took all your Bitcoin out and you at the very top and you held it and got back in at the very bottom, would double your Bitcoin. That's not a bad opportunity. Okay, and we're talking a drop of $8,000, $9,000. It happens all the time. That's the thing. It happens in Bitcoin. It happens all the time. People are going to panic. So here's what I see happening. And I don't have any proof of this. I just have 30 years of experience in the markets. I fully expect that somewhere up here, around or between the yellow and the green line, so around or between the top candle, we'll pull this in, these top candles here, where we topped out in 2017, where we closed, or the wick, the shadow, where we got to the all-time high. And I won't be surprised if we actually hit this all-time high for even just a few seconds. I will not be surprised at all. So here's what I see happening is we go up over the next week or two, and we hit the all-time high. Hooray, we close out. We may even close out just above that all-time high. We're going to hit a little right at or just above it. Create either tie or create a new all-time high. And Bitcoin's going to drop immediately or almost immediately. And it's going to go back 30, 40, 45%. So we're going to drop from nearly $20,000 to much closer to $10,000 in the next 2 to 4 weeks after we hit that top. That's going to, I'm not going to say it's going to shut down the rally, because it's normal. This is what markets do. They pull back, and we're due for a pullback. We're right at that fine edge where we're going to pull back, and it will drop down. So if I, being a gambling person, and I am comfortable with the risk of doing so, I could take my Bitcoin at the top. I'm watching this daily to see what it's doing. Once I see a firm signal that, yeah, we're pulling back, I could then take my Bitcoin, move it into a stable coin, DAI, USDC, whatever, and let everything fall. And then once we hit bottom, and I've got a confirmation that this is the bottom, we're down at the bottom, we're coming back up, which I expect to be darn near close to $10,000. Somewhere around there. And it's going to take probably 4 or 5 weeks. we're going to be at the end of the year, I think, by the time we hit bottom again. And I moved back from the stable coin back into Bitcoin, and I end up with a whole bunch more Bitcoin. This would be, from my point of view, just talking about myself, this is looking like a really good swing trade, a shorting opportunity to swing trade this, because I know it's coming. I fully aware that it's coming. And so why wouldn't I? Missed it. I really missed it when we had the same thing back here on Chainlink. This one back here, let's go to the daily. This one back here, I was not paying attention as closely as I should have. When we got up here to like $20 and it started to fall, I should have realized, we've gone up too fast. We're going to retrace, and I should have shorted and pulled it out into a stable coin and just let it fall. I didn't. I wasn't thinking at the time. I was busy with other things, and it went past, and I missed the opportunity. Now, here's the thing. When Bitcoin falls, when it's in its 4 weeks or so, 2 to 4 weeks of dropping, let's say 2 to 5 weeks of dropping, coming back down, altcoins will start taking the money. They'll start sucking all the liquidity out of Bitcoin. People are going to go from Bitcoin into altcoins. I suspect Chainlink will be one of those altcoins they go into. So will Ethereum. There are several that will catch this ride, and I expect them to start moving upward. So I'm not as confident that the altcoins are going to get the liquidity as I am that Bitcoin is going to fall. But if I was a little more confident, if I saw signs that that's what was happening, instead of moving my Bitcoin into a stablecoin, I might move my Bitcoin into an altcoin that I saw going up well, so that now I'm making money as Bitcoin falls. I'm making more money on another coin that's going up. That is how you trade. Like I said, not advice, not investment advice, not trading advice. I'm simply pointing out, here's an opportunity that I see that's coming in the next couple of weeks. Definitely within the next week or two. I'm keeping my eye on it because I plan to take advantage of this trade when it comes along. These kinds of trades, they're fairly rare. They don't happen every day. We won't have very many of these opportunities coming in the next year because Bitcoin and everything else is going to be shooting up to the moon, which is great. But this is an opportunity to potentially, if you play it right, if I play it right, I have the potential of maybe doubling my Bitcoin or close to, and then taking that up to the moon. That's a pretty good play. So that's what I've got for you this week. So remember, till next week, don't trust, verify.